Excuse me.
Excuse you? Oh. For anything you want.
Great. Now that you've seen me naked, hold on to that fantasy. Can you tell me how to get to Smoke Enders?
Yeah, upstairs, one flight.
Thanks.
Oh, and, miss, if Smoke Enders doesn't work, maybe I can think of something we could do together to get your mind off of cigarettes.
Put some ice on it, fella. If I ever need another bad habit, I'll call you.
Okay. The name's Kirk. My number's on the wall in the ladies' room. I think I'm in love. Oh, scratch that thought.
For a studio audience.
Look, Wendy, Matthew is my son, too. I may be your ex-husband, but I still have some rights.
Oh, hi, John. How are you?
Fantastic. Couldn't be better. No, of course I wasn't talking to you, you witch.
By the way, Kate, I've been meaning to ask you about this.
Oh, Mary Beth, thank you. Thank you. And in case I forgot to tell you, thank you.
Oh, what? Thank you for what?
Oh, I guess you really liked him, huh?
Him?
I adored him.
Who's he?
Isn't he wonderful?
He who?
More than wonderful.
Who the hell he?
Well, my date calendar was filled last week, and I had this guy left over.
Who? You fixed the chap up with Kate?
Well, I figured he wasn't your type.
Ah.
Louise, he turned out to be this unbelievably handsome, wealthy son of an Argentine cattle baron. He may well be the most charming, romantic man I have ever met.
Not my type.
His name is Alejandro Braceros. Isn't that a beautiful name? Well, sometimes he has a little trouble understanding what I'm talking about, but it's such a small language barrier. Who cares? And he has this childlike boyishness that makes him so much fun to be with.
Does he perhaps have a brother?
He's an only child. Do you know what we did on Saturday? We tooled around town in the Mercedes SL that his father bought for him, and then we went to Central Park and flew kites.
Is his father single?
I don't know. He's at their cattle ranch in Argentina. And then we went to his penthouse and watched Roadrunner cartoons and laughed and laughed and laughed.
By any chance, does his father have a lonely bull? Not my bloody type.
Louise, I can't wait for you to meet him. He's picking me up at Clancy's after the meeting, and he's taking me out for what he calls una noche de amor, a night of love.
Oh, that certainly brings back memories. Guitars playing, castanets clicking, mission bells ringing.
Oh, Mrs. Filbert, you had a Latin lover, too?
Actually, he was a sailor behind a taco stand.
But, Wendy, I thought we both agreed we didn't want Matthew to have a dirt bike. And then you go and tell him that I'm the one that's against it. Now I'm the villain, and you're the loving, understanding mother. Wendy, do you have to blow dry your hair while we're on the phone? No, Wendy, please, don't put me on hold. Don't put me on... I know it.
Would you hold it down, please? I am trying to run an overeaters meeting in there. What, with you yelling on the phone and them chomping on carrot sticks, I can hardly hear myself talk.
Yeah. Women.
I heard that. And I also heard you trashing your wife on the phone. That woman is trying to raise your child the best way that she can, and she's probably doing a damn sight better job than you or any other man can do.
That is absolute nonsense. I happen to be a wonderful father.
Sure, that's what the good Lord said, too. But if Adam and Eve had had a mama, they probably wouldn't have gotten in all that trouble.
Yeah, I was fine till I got that call from my loving ex-wife.
John, go easy. You're gonna break the wall down.
I'm sorry, I got carried away.
Now, look at this. Somebody just delivered flowers to Kate.
Women. Who would send flowers to a woman in a bar?
Yeah, especially if she's not wearing pasties and a G-string.
Oh, Kate, they're just beautiful. I bet they're from Alejandro. You are my princess. I am your prince. Look towards the door near the after-dinner mints.
Ole!
That's Alejandro.
Oh, that reminds me, Mary Beth. I hate you.
Hi, Alejandro.
Buenas noches, Maribeth. And you must be Louise. My Katerina has told me so much about you.
Oh, it's not much of a story, really. Just a single woman clawing her way through the world on her own, alone, looking for senior rights.
Well, if y'all excuse us, Louise and I have to go. We have late dates tonight.
We do? Oh, in that case, ta-ta.
Adios.
Mary Beth, who'd you fix me up with?
I lied. It was just an excuse to get us out of here.
Damn you.
I have the most wonderful news for you. I'm building a cabin in the Poconos, and it will be finished this weekend. I want you to be the first one to see it.
Oh, that. Where have you been all my life?
Well, I was born in a small village called Bahia Blanca.
No. It's just an American expression, but... Oh, never mind.
Listen, we better get going. I've chartered a boat to take us to the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, but Alejandro, it's late. The Statue of Liberty is closed.
Oh, but not for us. You see, I slipped your government a little something to keep her head open. Huh?
John, you gotta get rid of some of this hostility.
He just did. These darts he threw are in for good.
Oh, Ralph. Why, would you get down from that wall?
Oh.
Oh, maybe I ought to call it a night. What the heck?
Whoa, John. You got a problem? I want to hear about it. Come on, I don't care how long it takes. I am here for you.
Okay.
Come on, spill your guts to your best buddy, Kirk.
Well, it just seems that every time Wendy and I make a decision, she goes behind my back.
Oh,
And-
hold that thought.
I want to let you in on a little secret. Kirk's much easier to talk to when he's talking about himself.
Still smoking, huh?
Still breathing, huh?
What's your name?
Jackie.
Jackie, do you know why you can't quit smoking? Because you don't have a real incentive.
Like what?
Like me.
Like how?
You know, I'd find you a lot sexier if you'd stop.
Please, I'm already having enough trouble trying to quit.
Let's just say that you and I had something going on. Let's just say you're hot for my body.
You're really going to stretch my imagination, huh?
We're all over each other. We're both breathing passionately. You're moaning and squirming. I bend you over backwards into the horizontal position. There are little beads of sweat trickling down the small of your back.
What's your point?
Who remembers? The point is, during this, all I smell is still smoke in your hair, on your breath, and that's a real turnoff.
Look, why don't you just admit you want to go out with me to see if we can get something on?
Hey, Jackie, don't flatter yourself.
Wait a second. Suppose I tell you to meet me here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We'll go out, see what happens. Don't tell me you wouldn't be here.
You gonna be smoking?
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. You gonna be here?
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
All right. I'll try not to smoke.
All right. I'll try to be here.
You know, you're not like other guys. You're different.
Yeah, I know.
But I may just show up anyway.
Now, if that tooth continues to ache, you call back tomorrow, okay? Right.
Hi, I'm John Lacey. I have an 11:30 appointment. I'm having my gums scraped.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Lacey, your son called.
Oh, thank you. Can I use your phone?
Sure, help yourself.
Thanks.
He called about 10 minutes ago.
Hi, Matthew. Got your message. Everything all right? Thank me? For what? The dirt bike? Oh, the dirt bike your mother and I gave you? That dirt bike, huh? I'm gonna kill that woman. Hey, son, could you put your mother on the phone for me, please? Well, would you tell her to call me here at Dr. Phillips's office when she's through waxing her legs? Bye, Matthew. Like to pull those hairs out one by one, follicle by follicle.
Mr. Lacey, I forgot to tell you, Dr. Phillips was called out of town. Dr. Benjamin will be treating you today.
Fine, fine. My ex-wife always does this to me. Went behind my back again. Typical woman. Now, if I tell my son he can't keep the dirt bike because I think it's too dangerous, I'm the bad guy. Women. They always know what buttons to push to make you crazy. Now I know why there's more old women around than old men. Men can't take the aggravation anymore, so in self-defense, they die. And that is the happiest day of their life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Benjamin. Let's get to scraping that big mouth of yours. Well, I see what the problem is. What do you say we get started digging?
Listen, before we do, I would like to apologize for those dumb, stupid remarks I made about women before. I was talking about women in general. I wasn't talking about you personally, because I didn't even know you were a woman. A dentist. A woman dentist.
Just forget it ever happened. I know I have.
Thank you.
Before we begin, would you like some Novocaine?
Do you think I'll need it?
No, a big, strong man like you.
I'll go with the Novocaine. Listen, I want you to know that what I said outside was because I just had a fight with my ex-wife, you see, and I'm sure you've had these fights with your husband.
I'm not married.
Well, then with your boyfriend.
No, I'm afraid starting a dental practice hasn't left me much time for a social life.
Yeah, I'm sure those sharp needles don't help either, do they?
All right, Mr. Lacey. It won't be too painful, I promise.
Well, listen, as a way of apologizing, why don't I take you to lunch?
Well, thank you, but that won't be necessary.
It won't be too painful, I promise. What do you say, Doc?
I say if you're taking me to lunch, you can call me Jan.
Okay, and you can call me John.
Okay, John. Now open wide.
Okay. John.
This is going to be such a fantastic weekend, Alejandro. The way you described your cabin, it sounds wonderful. The view of the lake from the dining room, the big stone fireplace in the living room.
That's nothing. Wait until you see my pride and joy. My big game room.
Big game room? Oh, I'm sorry, Alejandro. That stuff just really upsets me.
I don't understand that.
No, the thought of the frivolous destruction of animals just so you can hang their heads on the walls of your game room as trophies really turns me off.
No, my game room has 15 pinball machines, eh? Shuffleboard, air hockey, Nintendo.
A game room,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The heads I hang in the living room. I can't stand to look at them either. I know, I live for fun.
Listen, Alejandro, instead of playing games this weekend like we always do, I was kind of hoping we could have a quiet, introspective weekend. It would give us a chance to find out more about each other, our views on politics, religion, what we want out of life.
No games?
No games.
But I love games.
Well, okay, then I've got a great idea for a new game.
Oh, good, because I love games.
This will teach us a lot about each other, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you could be anyone in history, anyone at all, who would you most like to be?
Huh?
Well, for example, if I could be anyone in history, I would love to be Madame Curie or Eleanor Roosevelt or maybe even Indira Gandhi.
I see how your little game works. Okay, I'm ready. Shoot.
Good. Now, if you could be anyone in history, who would you most like to be?
That's easy. I would kill to be Sylvester Stallone. Or Tony Orlando, eh? Hard to believe I never played this game before, huh?
The man is an absolute moron. I thought he was having trouble with the language. Language has nothing to do with it. The man is an idiot in any language. He's dumber than one of his father's cows.
What a pity.
I had the worst weekend of my life. I played so many video games, I'm afraid I may be sterile.
You know, Jan, you're the first periodontist I ever said this to. Why don't I come over to your place, put on a little Sinatra, lower the lights, and then we'll take turns massaging each other's gums. 10:30? Tonight? I'll be there.
Well, you wanted me to be honest with you, so I was. I had a rotten time.
Yeah? Well, I didn't have such a great time either, Jackie.
Look, if you think I'm going out with you again, you're crazy.
Well, before you turn down another date, you should at least wait to be asked.
I wouldn't go out with you again if you begged me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll meet you after the group.
Don't be late.
So, there we are at lunch. Oh, hi, Kirk. Jan can't take her eyes off me. Then I realized why. The Novocaine hadn't worn off yet. Had this French onion soup dripping down my chin. She thought I was adorable.
Well, this is certainly a change in attitude. Just last week, you stood right there and told us you hated all women.
I never said that.
Yes, you did, John.
You said if there was only one woman left on the face of the earth, you'd drop the earth on her face.
Hey, Kirk, help me out here. Say something stupid so they'll jump on you.
What? I'm sorry, John. I wasn't listening.
Kirk, is something wrong? You seem awfully quiet this evening.
Yeah, what's the matter? Rat got your tongue?
It's a good one, Kate.
There he is, the king of hearts. I was in the parking lot. I looked up, and guess what I saw through the window? What? Kirk sucking face with a smoke ender. Yes, I actually saw it. As we bikers say, vroom, vroom, vroom.
Jackie. So I went out with her Saturday night. Big deal. Okay. And Sunday. And Tuesday and Wednesday. And Thursday. I don't know why I keep seeing this woman. Ever since I met her, she's caused me nothing but problems. I can't sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. I can't think straight. I have no appetite.
Wow. Sounds to me like you're either sick or you're in love.
Well, Kirk, which is it?
How should I know? This babe has me so confused, I don't know what I'm doing. The other day, I actually found myself opening a door for her, and not just to check out her tush. Which, by the way, is a classic.
Ooh, this is serious.
It gets worse. Last night, I bought her flowers.
I don't believe it.
You will when you get the bill.
That I believe.
I mean, I don't know why I am doing all this stuff.
I know why you're doing all this stuff. It's so you can get her to go to bed with you.
Yes.
You people disgust me. I don't know why I even put up with all this abuse. That all you can think about is sex. I am not an animal. For your information, I haven't laid a hand on Jackie. I respect her too much.
Oh, no. He is in love.
I know. Why me, God? Why me?
Dear John. Oh, would you get that for me, hon?
Yeah? Hello? Yes, he is. May I say who's calling? Wendy? As an ex-wife, Wendy?
They're just crazy about your onion dip.
John, it's Wendy.
I'll call her back later.
Oh, John, you're so lucky to have found somebody like Jan.
Yeah, she's smart, she's beautiful, and she's talking to Wendy.
Come on, get in the bathroom. I don't want anybody to hear this.
Kirk, what's the big deal?
I can't give her a list. The reason I can't give her a list of the women I've slept with is there is no list.
What?
John, I don't want this to get around, but for the last 3 months, my love boat has been in dry dock.
Following your local news, Saturday Night Live will be seen in its entirety after an NBC News special, America at War.
Hi, I'm Sting. And in these uncertain times, it's up to all of us to work a little bit harder and do a bit more. So I'll be appearing as both the host and the musical guest on Saturday Night Live.
And Sunday, the Raiders take on the Bills for the AFC Championship.